All right, y'all, we're going to try this one more again. It's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr., coming to you from the lab. Y'all know when I'm in the lab, you know I got something for you. This week, we got 4 weeks left, y'all. Only 4 weeks left in 2022. That's it. Once it's gone, it's gone. I've been talking about that for the past several weeks, but we're counting down now. So we want to make sure that what we're doing, if we're doing nothing else, we're finishing strong. And this week we've been focusing on what's your ask. What's your ask? And what do I mean by that? I'm talking about we should always be seeking knowledge. So how are you seeking knowledge? These last 4 weeks, how are you seeking knowledge? Going into 2023, how are you seeking knowledge? What are the ways in which you are seeking knowledge? And I've been giving this whole week, I've been giving ways that we seek knowledge. Of course, there's more, but I'm using these 5 means that we seek knowledge. I talked about books. I talked about individuals. I talked about YouTube. Today, I'm going to talk about newspapers. The newspaper. How can you use the newspaper to seek knowledge, to gain knowledge? One of those, and the newspaper is kind of, it's not obsolete because I'm getting ready to show you a newspaper that is a international newspaper, and that newspaper is packed with knowledge, information, and resources that we can use, you can use, and it's the National Black Unity newspaper. You see that? The National Black Unity newspaper. It is a powerful newspaper that has articles, stories, and certainly the author showcase. For those that are familiar with me, I have my section in there is the author showcase. But it's a great form of knowledge. It's a great way for you to be able to be informed, not just what's going on locally, not just what's going on nationally, but what's going on internationally too. I promise you, if you pick up this paper, you will want to read all of the articles that are in this newspaper, the National Black Unity News. It's a great way for us as a community because the articles, like I said, the articles that are in this paper, you're not going to find in the mainstream media. This is our media. It's our media that we use, that the editor, Brother David Murphy, and his brother who manage and run the newspaper, they are intentional about being solution-oriented with the newspaper. So what are you going to find in the newspaper as well? You're going to find solutions to our issues that we have in our communities. I promise you. There's a myriad. I can't even get into the myriad of topics that are talked about and covered in the National Black Unity newspaper. I recommend it for anyone. You can go to www.tnbun.com. That's TNBUN. That's the National Black Unity News.com. That's www.tnbun.com. You can get your subscription there. Won't cost you more than, I think a subscription is under $20, just under $20, and you get 4 issues. It's a quarterly newspaper, so you get it 4 times a year, but it is well worth the more than that. But they wanted to have a newspaper that was reasonably priced, but the quality of the newspaper is absolutely phenomenal. So you can go there, get your subscription. You can actually also, we want you to go to the YouTube channel where you can actually subscribe, like, share, and comment it as well, because there are a number of interviews that we do as a part of the author of the National Black Unity News. We do the author showcase, which is where we where we interview, highlight authors that are part of the showcase, and we give you an in-depth conversation with these phenomenal authors, and they talk about their mission, your message, their movement, the motivation, all of those things that make up who they are. So we want you to subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. But the newspaper is a powerful way for us to be able to gain the knowledge when we seek it. But we've got to seek it. We've got to seek it through books, through individuals, through YouTube. As I mentioned yesterday, you can learn so much from YouTube and all of those things. You find pretty much anything on YouTube, learn how to do. But we must be just as adamant about the newspaper, about seeking the news. As I mentioned the other day, Warren Buffett spends about 70, I think he said when I read the article, it's about 70% of his day, 75% of his day reading. And I promise you, one of the things that he does read is a newspaper, whether it's the Wall Street Journal, whether it's the USA Today, whatever newspaper that I believe that he reads, he takes time to read the newspaper. And he probably reads multiple newspapers. It's not just one. But I know one of the ones that you want to put on your list is the National Black Unity News newspaper, because you're going to get that knowledge, information, and resources that is not readily available for you in order to be able to gain knowledge, because they tell us it takes about 10,000 hours in order to be able to become an expert at something. Part of those 10,000 hours is reading. I promise you, if you put in the work to read and to gain the knowledge, you will be so much further than others who do not read newspapers, who do not read books, who do not intentionally listen to educational, motivational things on YouTube. Tomorrow I'm going to talk about magazines. Same thing that applies, and I'm going to give a little take on that as well too. But newspapers is certainly a great way for you to seek knowledge. Remember, it's all about the ask. All about the ask. Always seek knowledge. Knowledge is the key that unlocks your success. Won't you grab a newspaper? You can go online, www.tnbun.com, the National Black Unity News newspaper. Subscribe to the newspaper. Go to the YouTube channel. It's under the National Black Unity News. You can see the logo. You'll see this logo to know that it is the National Black Unity News newspaper YouTube channel. But that's the newspaper. You can go to the website as well. Check out previous issues as well as the newspaper. But it's imperative, as a part of our seeking knowledge, that we use the newspaper to gain that knowledge. And the National Black Unity News newspaper is packed with knowledge, information, and resources that will do, as I always say, y'all. What do I always say? It is my mission, my purpose, to make you better by the end of the year than you were at the beginning of the year. The National Black Unity News will make you better. It's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr. We'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Have a great, great day.